Presentation. Yes, great, thank you. Now let me tell you about a few words about me. I work at the Institute of International Education at Moscow Pedagogical State University. We teach English and we prepare for international exams. Also, we have a special program of double diplomas in collaboration with London's university. So welcome. You will know English very well. A few words about my education. One moment. It got stuck. For my first education, I graduated from Lomonosov Moscow State University, the Faculty of Philosophy. Second education, the Shkholnikov Moscow State University of Humanities. I passed exams with highest bands, TKT and TKT Young Learners. So I practice taking exams regularly. And the main point I consider is strategies and the strategy of preparing for the exam and training skills. The more you train, the better. Useful skills which you need to cope with task 10 at ЕГЭ, the United States exam, Unified State exam. I consider they are prediction, reading for gist, scanning, and proof. It seems like opposites, the reading for gist and scanning, but if you learn how to combine them at once, you will save a lot of time doing this exercise, doing this task. All examples in my presentation are taken from well-known eg.zdamgia.ru website. I think you use it. There you can find a lot of variants, but also there are special exercises and tasks to train different skills. And that's a great opportunity. So we shall start. Let me check the chat. Now, usually we just read the headlines, the titles, and then we read the text. But I prefer, while reading, to predict what words can show that this title will suit this paragraph. So please type in the chat box, what words can we find in the paragraph about places to stay in? What are your ideas? One moment. What are your ideas? Please type the words in the chat. Apartment, year, hotel, hotels. What else? Any other ideas? Hostel, inn, cottage, year, city, home to stay in, maybe friends, residence, so hotel, apartment, hostel, accommodation, also book, all these words will show us that this is the right title. What about the next title? Arts and culture. What words can appear in this paragraph? Picture, artist, art gallery, yeah. Colors, it's difficult. Museum, definitely, yeah. So also churches, cathedrals, monuments. The next one, going out. It's tricky. Yes, sculptures, 4.2 sculptures. What about new country image? Away. Cinema is not 4.2. It's better for going out. New country image. Style, maybe, but usually words like old, modern, up to date, also verbs like change, grow, increase, everything what is connected with changes. Going out, cinema, I can see. What else can we use here? Cafes, definitely. Theater, yes. Because we will have to distinguish, yeah, to find the difference between going out and eating out. Yeah, park, walk, maybe. Cinema, theater, yeah, that's the best. What about different landscapes? What types of landscapes do you know? Hills, mountains, yep, that's right. Woods, valley, yeah, great. Now, transport system, usually it's easy. Buses, what else? The underground, cars, trams, trains, also like means of transport, vehicles, yeah. National languages, I think it's easy. We won't text all names of languages. And eating out, except cafes, what can we find? Restaurants, yeah. Yeah, different types. Yeah, fast food, that's right. Now let's write to scan. Can you see well the text? Can you see all the details? Yes, thank you. So let's look at the first paragraph. Try not to read the whole text. First, let's find some words which show us. So places to stay, you remember we discussed hotels, hostels. So what are the keywords here? Just type at least 2. And the number. The number for the first paragraph. And why do you think so? Old-fashioned. And so what title is it? Also write the number 3. Yeah, that's right. So I circled. Please appear. Yeah. Has been well and truly forgotten. Boring. Belgium. Oh. not this one. Now, next. Next paragraph, the number and keywords. 5, yeah. So the rivers and hills and rolling plains. Next one. C. 5 and 7. Yes, 7, that's right. And words. What are the keywords? So Dutch, French, German, yeah, the names. Next one. What? 1. And what are the keywords? Hotels. Villas, flats, rooms. Yeah. The next one, I think you have already guessed. And F. What do you think about F? For. So about F. Not E, but F. One idea is for. Does everyone agree? So cinemas, discos, numerous discos, many nighttime cafes. Yeah. And the last one? 6. And the word which helps you immediately? Trains. Yeah, trains, trams, buses. That's right. So here are the answers who need. Very fast and easy. Of course, sometimes there are tricky paragraphs, but underlying the words usually helps to prove that it is point 1 but not point 2. Let's train a little bit more. Can you see the screen well? Can you see the whole task? Yes, great. So the first one, let's try to predict, not just fun. What words can we meet in the text? Any ideas? Dangerous. Not just fun, maybe dangerous. Okay, what else? Also maybe quite the opposite, yeah. Disasters, yeah, tough work, difficult, boring, that's right. Running for heart and mind. Running for heart and mind. What do you think will help you here? Sport, yeah, but what about mind? Health. Some words maybe like relax, to reduce stress. United by the game. What words can we find here? Team, yep. Friendship. Fans, yeah, that's right. Great ideas. I want to be a coach. What can help us here? Job. Maybe what else? will, aim. Yeah, future career, maybe. Okay. Teamwork in sport and life. It's difficult to find the difference, yeah, between teamwork and sport and life, also team and united by the game. But work, yeah, will be the keyword, like maybe tasks. What else? Teamwork and sport and life. Team spirit, that's right. Any other ideas about teamwork and sport and life? Friends, maybe even colleagues. Turn on your microphones, please. Thank you. Next year we win. Importance. Importance, it's difficult. Next year we win. Hope, yes. Plans, maybe. What else? Sure. Motivation, yeah. And school between practices. Any ideas? School between practices. Motivation. Studying. It's not easy. There should be words which are connected with school, but also, yeah, about study, but also about free time, maybe leisure time. It's difficult, really. Let's see. So the first paragraph, any ideas? What first paragraph is about and why? What are the key words here? Seven, you think? You think eight? Wow. Where have you found in A? Так, why it doesn't move? Dead here. Dead. So learning from father, you think? Spend a lot of time. Okay. Dead. Okay. Used to say it's not about how good you become. It's about working hard to get where you want to be. Okay, so learning from father, that's all right. Now, next one. I like bicycles. What's it about? And why do you think so? Five, teamwork. Yeah, group rides, that's right. C, two, так. Two, yeah, that's right. Running. And also we have a rest for your mind. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Now the continuation. So D. What are the ideas for D? This is difficult now, because also my father. Yeah, 7 again. You have to distinguish, yeah? So, for also father, let's try to find the difference and decide where maybe 1 and where maybe 7, D or A. So what is better here, 1 or 7, and why? Let's find key words. Excuse me, I will use equipment because it doesn't work properly. Now it works. So let's read together. My father coached basketball every day. First of all, coached. It's something about learning and studying. I was right there with him, watching him, yeah, his work magic. So I was right there. It was a process. Yep. And my father always told me, I took this advice and ran with it. It's about learning. Yeah, it's 7. And if we return and look at A, yeah, it's about working hard to get where you want to be. So it's not just fun. That's why it is so important to underline the words. This is the tricky one. So A is 1 and D is 7. Are there any questions, or is it clear now? Put pluses if it is clear now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Now, E. You think 3. So, and what are keywords? United by the game, brings together, yes. Brings people together. Yeah, that's right. Now, F. What is F? And why? Can you see the text well? Yes, 6. That's right. And brings dreams. Yes, about dreams. And the last one, G, someone wrote, but I can't find. So what is G? As far as I remember, someone wrote 8. And C, G6? No. F is 6. Yeah, 8. Why? Why do you think so? How will you prove it? After school. Yep. And practice. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Here is the answer. You will get it. One more text. Can you see? Can you see the text well? Yes, great, well done. So let's predict the words. Let's predict the words. A taste of everything. What can it be? What words can show us that this is the right? Dishes, maybe, of course. Preferences. Spices, maybe. Maybe. What else? Cuisine. Okay, it's if we speak about food. Then it will be cuisine. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Shop till you drop. Supermarkets, mega malls, markets, shopping, of course. Usually it's not difficult. Cities, tourist attractions. What can we find here? Sites. Yep. Anything else? What cities, tourist attractions do you know? Places of interest. You see, when you predict these words, it's also good training for paraphrasing and like brush up your vocabulary. So theme parks, museums, galleries, also cafes, maybe some squares, parks. Okay, ancient traditions live on. What can we find here? What are your ideas? Ancestor, yep. What else? Church, it is written with you. What else? Well, some cathedrals, maybe some customs, because traditions. Yeah, custom, nice. Religious. But it will be difficult to find the difference between 6 and 4. 6 and 4. Okay, 5. Activities of the adventurous and hardy. Can you write the explanation of the word hardy in the chat box? Who knows the word hardy? What it mean? What does it mean? Strong. Extreme sports here. Extreme sports. Good for this paragraph. Yeah. Strong and brave at once. Yeah. Strong, brave, hardworking. Yeah, that's right. So extreme sports. Different types. On crossroads of religions, what can we find here? Christ, maybe. What else? Muslim, that's right. Argue, Buddhism, yeah, that's right. Different types. For the body, mind, and soul, what can we predict here? Mental health, entertainment, maybe. Philosophy for the body, mind, and soul. Of course, philosophy goes everywhere. Relax, yeah, relax. And the last one, from the high peaks to the deep seas. What can help us here? Columbus? You think it's about traveling. Various landscape. Okay, let's check. our guesses. Now you can look at the text. Please read and look through and read maybe even the first paragraph, paragraph A. Paragraph A, and let's decide what number it is and what words can help us. Paragraph A. 3, and why? What are the keywords? What are the keywords? Because we have, for example, here, shopping, most famous landmark, yeah. Monument, yep. Accommodation, it's about tourism, but not about attractions. Museums, antique markets, these are attractions. Yeah. Okay. Next, B. What is the number and what are the words? 8, you think, from the high peaks to the deep seas. Why? Why do you think so? What are the keywords? Nature, parks, from the high peaks to the deep seas. See, 5 can be, yep, that's good idea. So why do you think surfer? What else? Of course, we have here big waves, yeah, but surface beaches, and coral reefs, ideal for diving. Yes, diving. So we will have to distinguish. It's nice when we have another paragraph where 8 can be used or 5. The most difficult situation when you have only one paragraph for 2 tricky headlines, titles. So now we don't know what to choose, maybe. Let's leave it and we will decide a little bit later. And 5 more proofs. Now C. What do you think about C and why? Yeah, mental wellness, that's right. What is scrubs, messages, meditation, meditation, cure the mind? Yeah, definitely 7. It's easier. So also promote physical and mental wellness, various spas, hotels. Yeah. Now D. What's about D? Taste. It's easier because we have cafes, restaurants, and even different words about stomach, taste buds, and that's all. So let's move to the next one and find out E. What's about E? And what are the keywords? So for ancient traditions live on. And what are the keywords? We have the word traditions, yeah, their own traditions of architecture. Rituals, yep. Yeah, cling to their culture, definitely 4. Now F. What is F? Yeah, shop till you drop. Half-hearted shopper who hesitates always. Yeah, that's right too. And G. What's this? Not 7. 7 doesn't suit here. 6. Yeah, that's right, because we have names of different religions. We have Buddhism, Islam, Hindu, and others. Yeah. Now let's return. Let's return. One moment. Why it doesn't want to return? I want to return to the previous slide. One moment. Yes, here. So let's discuss once more. One moment. Chat. Yeah, it's here. So we had the question, either 8 or 5 in point B. 5. How can we prove it? Is it more about nature or about actions, about activities? Yeah. Offer a rewarding experience, yes, and also surfers, beaches, and for diving, it's definitely 5. Yeah, about sport, yes, that's right. So in such tricky paragraphs, you have to underline and even sometimes like weigh about what you can find more supportive words. Okay. And I have one more exercise for you. So here are the answers. One more. Can you see well? Yeah, it is readable. Okay, so let's look at the titles. Let's discuss them. Education, the way to the top. The way to the top. What can we find there? What words can help us? Study, success, yes. What else? Maybe some verbs. Achieve goals, yeah. Career, that's right, yeah, it's about this. Anything else? Maybe even business, yeah, or millionaire, something like this. Okay, from agony to love. What can help us here? It's definitely about changes. What words? Boring, maybe something was boring and then it became interesting. Exhausted, maybe tiring. What else? What about love? What are the synonyms? To be fond of, to be keen on, yeah, fancy something. Okay, teaching, Interested in, enjoy, yeah, that's right. Teaching to learn. Teaching to learn. Like head and shoulders. Teaching to learn. What can be a signal for us? I call it explained so thoroughly that I understood it myself. Yeah, knowledge, explanation maybe. Things, learning that never stops. You see here learn, here education, learning that never stops. Endless, yeah, that's right. Eternal, maybe. Sounds scary. Motivation, career, yeah. It can be connected with career and changing jobs, yes, self-education, self-development, that's right. Things worth learning. Maybe some adjectives. Significant, yeah, that's right. Necessary, yeah. Essential, that's right, yeah. Great words, important. The right word can bring changes. What can help us? Right decision, yeah. Motivation. Yeah, some quote maybe. Advice, yeah. What my father taught me. Definitely father and dad. But what else? Life lesson, yeah. Advice, good. Spent me. Childhood support, yeah. And the power of numbers. Can we predict maths? Yeah, great, bingo. Okay, now let's try to solve this puzzle. Let's start with the first paragraph. Write your numbers, ideas, and yeah, one. What are the keywords? They're very easy. Transform, yeah, and also I was on the streets and call me professor. From the streets, a professor, yeah. Education, it's tricky because we have teaching to learn, learning that never stops. Education won't help us, yeah. Professor, transform, and I was on the streets. Next, second, B. 6. The right word can bring changes. Yes, first of all, we have the quote. Yeah, what else can help us? Word and movement appeared. So we have right word and we have changes. Next, C. And what are the keywords? Yeah, 3, teaching to learn. Wanted to be a teacher. Yeah, we have teacher, teaching. I love to learn. Okay, these are keywords. Next one, D. Seven. What my father taught me. So except father, he explained, and then I was left guilty. Yeah. Great. E. Learning that never stops. Let's find the keywords. Habit of asking questions. Yeah. Lifelong learning. Yeah, lifelong. That's enough. Next, F. Eight. Why do you think so? Math, yes. Also, maybe algorithms. So why not 5? Why not 5? Why not 5? It's nearer to 8, but the authors give 2 answers here, both 5 and 8. Tricky one. And G. What is G and why? 2. Yeah, why? I thought it was boring, difficult. And now a professor and enjoy. Yeah, enjoy, opposite to boring, agony, and love. Okay. So I hope it was useful for you. And it's nice to train the skill like this. And you see, we have done four tasks in 45 minutes. And it really helps to do it quickly. Also, I think that before EGA, we should read a lot, because you also can use all these words in your essays. Yeah, usually it's like paraphrasing. Here you can find a lot of words for paraphrasing. You see, like benefit, advantages, yeah, bright sides. It's easier. It doesn't take a lot of time, much time, and it helps you to develop your vocabulary. So that's why I recommend you to train at this resource. There are a lot of tasks. Now, do you have any questions? I'm ready to answer. No questions. It was useful, I hope. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your collaboration and that you took part and were so active. I wish you good luck. I wish you good weather, not very hot one at the exam, and the highest points.